How many of you are familiar with Ted Loh, or also known as Spearmaster? Many of you probably are, since he is all over the popular message boards and giving well thought out advice and assisting players when they fall into the hands of evil casino operators. And he is also the webmaster of Got to Bet, one of the most selective portals out there that deals with online casinos. And he is the one who I turn to for webmaster advice and at times for player issues. And we were together most of this trip, but we didn't have much time to do the interview until the tube ride to the airport on our final day.
As one of the most prominent and outspoken webmasters out there, what would you say is the most interesting thing about your job?
Well, actually, it's kind of an interesting job because you get to do a lot of traveling. You get to meet people like the Casino Meister and Bortran, and generally it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work as well.
All right, and what do you enjoy the most?
Well, on the trips, I get to test out a lot of food, different places. Get to see places I never thought I'd see before. So it's kind of fun traveling, except for the plane ride, of course.
And what would you consider? What do you dislike the most about your job?
Having to get up early in the morning to have interviews with Casino Meister on subways. But actually, yeah, it's having to deal with casinos and players who can't see things that are, plainly obvious, that there's a problem here, there's a mistake there, or it's clear who's cheating, and they try to insist that it's not. It's just having to deal with player problems sometimes can be a pain too. But it's mostly casinos that think they know everything.
Okay, you're talking about player problems. What type of player problems do you see the most?
Well, you get obviously players having trouble claiming their winnings, and then they kind of use you against a casino when a casino is already rejected for a reason. So we'll send an inquiry to a casino, for example, and the casino might reply back, "Oh yeah, we know about him. The reason he's rejected is because he withdrew the bonus without playing it, or something like that." And yet the player will just use the webmaster kind of as a tool,
almost like a blackmailing tool in a way. Yeah. Since you're in touch with so many players and operators for that matter, what advice would you give to a newbie player?
Well, for a newbie player, I'd recommend that they take their time and spend the time researching on, reputable sites like Casino Meister, Winner Online, Got to Bet, etc., to find out what casinos are good to play at. You don't really want to be chasing after a lot of bonuses. You want to find bonuses which is, give you a reasonable return on your value, a fair shot at winning some money. Obviously, you want to avoid Bortran's not recommended list. Keep it simple. I mean, have fun, enjoy yourself. Don't put in more than you can afford to spend. Treat it like you were, out for a day at, a night at the movies or something like that.
Finally, what advice, if any, could you give to a newbie webmaster who is thinking about starting up his own casino portal?
Don't do it. I have enough time, enough difficulty finding enough money to feed the dog. Newbie webmasters really have to be careful who they represent. They have to establish a site with some reputation. Pick only casinos that provide good support to players, that pay on time, that don't take forever, that use reputable software. Take the time to build content for your site. Write small articles, step by step. There are also syndicated news things that you can put up on your site. Don't just run banner farms because they won't work, and eventually you'll find that you just wasted the $7 you paid for the domain.
All right. Okay, well, Ted, hey, thanks a lot, and hope you have a nice, safe flight back.
Thanks.